Welcome back to Move and Groove with Nina. This is going to be a 35 minutes Pilates class. You don't need any equipment, just yourself and the mat. So when you are ready, let's begin. Today we will have a 40 seconds on and 10 seconds off. Our first exercise is going to be on all fours, the cat-cow stretch. We're going to begin by opening and closing your back and warming it up so that the other exercises are performed safely and with a warmed up back. Look at your stomach when you are going into the cow pose, and then you're going to curve your back in the cat stretch and look up. Make sure that you are breathing deeply and that your elbows and knees to hips are aligned into a perpendicular line to the ground. Breathe deeply. Beautiful, just like that. And now let's take a 10-second rest. You're welcome to do it in a child pose. Our next exercise is going to be downward dog. We're going to uncurve the toes and lift our bum into a triangle looking downward facing dog. You can look at your stomach and simply rotate, pedaling your feet, lifting one heel off the ground and then the other. However it feels good for you, make sure that you feel a stretch and make sure that you bend your knees as much as you need to. Breathing and feeling a relaxation through the stretch. Press through your fingers. Wonderful. Just like that, one by one. And now you're done and we're ready for our 10-second rest. You can stay into downward dog for the rest, however you like. Okay, excellent. So for our next exercise, you're gonna bend your knees and go into plank, alternating between the two poses. So in the plank, you're going to inhale and you're going to exhale when you're actually going backwards into your bent knees position. Make sure that you have powerful back, powerful hands, control your movements, ripple through your back to the plank and bend your knees down into a squat. Beautiful, just like that. And one more exhale. Let's take 10 seconds rest. You can stay in all fours if that works for you. And after this, we're going into our plank position. And from this position, you're simply going to lift one leg at a time. Toes pointed. You don't have to go very high. It depends on your range of flexibility. The point here is to actually just raise each leg alternating. Beautiful. You're doing great. Keep going just like that for 15 more seconds. After that, we're gonna have a nice relaxing stretch. So give me one more push, lifting each leg with control from plank. And you're done. Let's go ahead and now bend your knees into all fours position and rest in here for a second. And now we're going to walk your hands towards your legs, straighten your legs. Walking towards your feet, you can bend your knees and do a forward stretch. You can hug your elbows and say no, looking to each side with your head, say yes. You can drop your head and relax it and feel the deep stretch. We're gonna also gently uncurve upwards, vertebra by vertebra, putting feet shoulder width apart. Inhale, lift your hands, and exhale, lower down. All right, now we have 10 seconds rest. Our next exercise is going to be on our stomach, so you can stay in all fours position or lay down in preparation. We're going to place our forehead on our hands and simply lift each leg one by one, activating our back, leg muscles, and our glutes. Keep your head relaxed and focus on the back alignment, making sure that only legs are lifting one by one. Excellent. Just like that. Keep going. Wonderful. A few more seconds. Controlled movement. And we're going to have 10 seconds rest, just laying down, or you can rest in any position you like. Our next exercise will be chest lifting off the floor with the hands and the head staying where it was, with forehead on both hands on top of each other. You're going to lift and lower at your own pace with control, just lifting your chest slightly off the ground. Breathing deeply. Wonderful. Keep going just like that for 15 more seconds. All right, wonderful. Going up and down. Now we're going to take 10 seconds rest, and for our next exercise, we're going to alternate the opposite hand to leg straight line. So you're going to extend your left leg and right arm forward and up, and then right leg and left arm up, creating a straight line and alternating. Chest and head and neck are lifted off the ground. The back is creating a wonderful alignment and activation. Let's put our effort into this exercise because the next exercise is going to be a relaxing stretch. Keep going just like that, alternating hand and leg opposite, creating straight diagonal lines. Great, and let's take a 10 seconds rest. And let's just sit on our bum, extending legs forward. You're going to create essentially a 90-degree angle with your foot. Raise your hands, inhale and exhale with a forward bend, feeling a beautiful stretch. So your right foot is 90 degrees and folded while the left one extended forward. If you cannot reach the foot, that's okay. Try to go forward as far as you can, feeling a deep stretch. Beautiful. You're doing great. Keep going just like that. Let's take our 10-second break, and while you're preparing for the next exercise, you can put your right leg on top of the left thigh and bring yourself closer for a stretch. So here we're going to open your chest to the sky and feel the stretch in your right glute and thigh. If you need a deeper stretch, move closer to the foot on the floor. And if you need it more gentle, then move your bum further away. Breathing deeply, enjoying this beautiful stretch in preparation for some other actions that we're going to take today. Keep going. Enjoy, and after this, let's take a 10-second rest. Put your feet down on the ground. We're going to now switch by bending the left leg essentially 90 degrees perpendicular to the straight leg. Raise your hands, inhale and exhale, forward, fold. Keep going, just stay in that stretch. Breathing deeply. You don't have to go all the way forward. If you cannot, it will come with time. Go as far as you can. Feeling the stretch in the stretched out leg. Beautiful. A few more seconds in this position. Head down. And so let's take a 10-second break, and this time we're gonna put the left leg on the right thigh, lift the knee of the right leg and bring yourself closer for our 40-second stretch towards the bent leg. Let's go ahead and continue breathing deeply as you are feeling the stretch in your thigh. Very good. You can sit closer to the bent leg or further away, the one that's on the floor, to deepen or release the stretch intensity. 10 more seconds, just like that. Breathe in deeply, open your chest, head aligned with the back. Keep going. And we have a 10 seconds rest. During this time, let's get ready. Open your legs as far as you can, toes pointed or flexed. For our stretch, we're simply going to do a side stretch. One of your hands will be on the elbow on the floor and the other lifted. You can look forward or look up. Once you feel the stretch in your side, breathe through the stretch, opening deeper with every exhale. Beautiful, just like that. 10 more seconds of this stretch. Keep holding it, keep breathing into it, relaxing deeper. And let's take a 10-second rest. Lift yourself back up and we're going to switch side. Let's go ahead to the other side. When you're ready, placing the other hand, elbow of it on the ground, extending the upper hand above your head, straight, and lower your shoulders. Feel the stretch in your side, breathing deeply, opening the side of your body. Just like that. All right, and release. For our next exercise, we're going to keep our back straight and we're going to flex our toes and either walk forward, further forward if you can, or go on your elbows if you're very flexible. But if you find that your back is curving when you do that, then simply find the depth of how low you're going to go in front of you, where you feel the stretch and your back is straight. Beautiful. Keep going just like that, holding the stretch. After this, we're going to take 1 minute water break. You can get up, walk, have a drink of water, relax a little bit, and we're going to be back for our second section of this workout. See you in 1 minute. Our next exercise after the water break is going to be on your back. So we're going to have the 100. You can pulse down or forward with your hands while your legs are lifted 90 degrees. Your chest is lifted as well. So if you're going forward, that will encourage more of the abs activation. So you have those two options for you. All right, and keep on exhale on the way up and inhale on the way down. A few more seconds, just like that. Engage in the core, ribs down towards your hips, and release for 10 seconds. You can hug your knees, and we're actually going to do this exact exercise. in a second. So here we go. We're going to do circles with your knees out and in either direction, finding a way of doing it that feels good for you. If you feel like going further out, that will create a deeper stretch, or you can keep it like I'm doing, so that is just a relaxing exercise and a rest. Just 15 more seconds of knee circles. Beautiful. Keep going just like that. Excellent. So our next exercise is going to be bridges. We're going to walk our heels towards our hips. Place your hands flat on the floor and raise your glutes. You're going to uncurve your spine and go up as far as you can to the sky, and then lower down vertebra by vertebra. Engage your core, glutes, legs, and exhale on the way up and inhale on the way down. Make sure that your toes and knees are aligned. Press through the heels, breathing deeply. Do it with control at your own pace. Wonderful. Keep going just like that. Great. Let's take a 10-second rest and do a next variation of bridges. All right, it's simply a pulse 3 times and lowering the hips down. The hands are lifted up to the sky for balance. And we're gonna pulse 1, 2, 3 and lower the hips down. So pulsing 3 times and lowering it down for 20 more seconds. Wonderful. 10 more seconds. Breathing, exhale on the way up and inhale on the way down. Great. Let's take a 10-second break right here. Relax and do another variation. You're gonna lift your heels, raise your hands up to the sky, and lift your hips up. And here you're gonna open and close your knees while keeping the hips lifted. An option to open your hands together with your legs is for an extra challenge if you want it. I'm going to keep my hands up to the sky while opening and closing knees with control. Breathing deeply, engaging your core, lowering those ribs towards your hips, keeping glutes lifted, heels lifted, and knees going out and in. A few more seconds, and let's take a 10-second break here. For our last bridge variation, we're going to lift our heels and lift our glutes and simply pulse on the top, pulse and pulse. Engage your glutes, squeeze them, and also keep your hands pointing up to the sky. Keep going. A few more seconds. Wonderful. And lower it down. Let's hug our knees and do a little massage by rocking to the side for our back. And then we're gonna lift ourselves up and go onto our tummy. We're gonna lower and lift into a cobra stretch. You can do it the yoga version or the Pilates version, where the elbows are actually a little bit further away. So we're going to lower down, and here you can also place your hands forward like this and lift. Keep the stretch in your back, lowering and lifting, adjusting yourself. And from here, lift all the way back into a child pose and feel a nice deep stretch. Excellent. We're going to now create a straight line from the opposite leg and opposite hand. Remember to extend, for example, left leg and the right arm forward, and with control, touch elbow to the knee and then extend it again. This is great for your core, balance, and back alignment. When you are extending, you're going to exhale and you're going to inhale when you are bringing your elbow to the opposite knee. Look down at your mat so that your spine remains aligned and move slowly with control. So if you're doing the left leg, then everything that's following after this, you will do with the left leg. And if you're doing with the right, then do it with the right. So we're gonna finish exercising this leg. Let's take a 10-second rest with a few more things. We're gonna lift the same leg that was extending. For me, it's the left, and create pulses up and down while the rest of your body is in all fourth position. Wonderful. Pulsing up and down, straight leg, powerful, core, wrists below your shoulders. Looking at the mat. Keep going just like that. Wonderful. Keep pulsing the leg, and then let's take a 10-second rest in all fourth position. And after this, you're going to extend the same leg back and lower into a tricep push-up. Then bring it sideways towards your elbow. And again, if your left leg is lifted, keep it straight up while you're doing a tricep push-up, and then try to touch its knee to the same left hand. For this push-up, try to bring your elbows as close to your core as you can so that you are activating triceps. And then the leg going sideways, alternating with the push-up for a few more seconds. Engage your core. Beautiful. Well done. Let's take a 10-second rest here. You can actually rest in child's pose if you want to. And after this, we're going to uncurve our toes and go into downward dog. And then the same leg is going to go up in the sky, feeling a beautiful opening here for the hip and a stretch. And you can stay here, or option to open the hip even more. You're going to bend the knee of the leg in the air. And you're going to feel your hip opening, breathing deeply. Option to look at your stomach, breathing and feeling the stretch. Now you can unbend that leg back into a straight line. And inhale and go back into all fourth position. Take a short rest, and we're going to switch to the other side. So everything we did. Now the right leg for me will extend with the opposite arm, which is the left hand, going and touching each other's knee to elbow and back into a straight line. This is actually one of the stretches that we use in my Fit and Flexible yoga program as well. It's very good for safety of any future exercises that you might want to do after this. So it's a great warm-up and also core strengthening exercise. Excellent. A few more seconds of controlled movement. And we're going to take a 10-second rest and go into pulses after this. Remember to use the same leg for all these variations. So for me, this is going to be the right leg up, and it's pulsing up and down while the rest of my body is in all fourth position. Use control and power as you're going up and down. Engage your core, engage your glutes. Make sure that the knee to hip alignment of the leg on the ground is properly placed. Look down at your mat. A few more seconds. Strengthening your leg, squeezing your glutes. Excellent job. All right. Now let's take a 10-second rest in all fourth position, And we're going to lift the same leg, for me it's the right one, going into our tricep push-ups, down and up with the leg extended, and then bring it to your elbow and back up. So going down with the leg straight and then sideways. Keep going, the tricep push-up and the leg sideways. Excellent. A few more seconds. This is the last stretch for this variation. Keep going and remember to engage your core. Exhale and inhale on the way up. Wonderful job. You're doing great. This is a more advanced variation. Well done. So let's go back to all fourth position. All right, we're gonna lift into a downward dog and raise now the same leg, so it's the right leg for me up in the sky. Option to stay here or to bend it at the knee for a deeper hip stretch. All right, and when you are ready, you can straighten back up, especially if it gets too deep of a stretch for you. And we're going to feel the stretch on that leg for a few more seconds, lifting it and lowering it back into a downward dog to get back to where you were. And now walk your feet forward, uncurve your spine vertebra by vertebra, and let's get ready for a standing position. Left leg on the ground planted, right leg lifted and pulsing up and down while the hands are simply by your sides. Okay, so continue pulsing your leg behind you while the hands are facing upwards. Try to find your balance, bend your standing leg's knee if you need to, and continue going for only 40 seconds. I know this is a little advanced, but I'm sure you can do it the more you try it out every day. All right. And to rest, just place it on the ground and we're gonna have a 10-second rest. Before we go into a yoga pose, we're gonna step backwards with the same leg. So for me it's the right leg, very far, a big step. Raise your arms into the sky. And if you feel comfortable with it, you can also align your knee to the ankle and go deeper. From here, you're gonna place your hands on both sides of the front leg, step backwards, and rest in a downward dog position. Looking at your navel, straightening and stretching your spine. Excellent job. Breathing deeply. All right. Just a few more seconds, just like that. Continue. Lift your heels and walk forward towards your hands. Uncurve up to standing vertebra by vertebra and get ready to do the same thing on the other side. Remember, I'm on the sand, so for me it's really not even ground, but if you are at home, this should be really easy for you. So continue pulsing up the leg while the hands are facing to the ceiling and by your sides. So the standing leg can be gently having a bent knee, and the leg behind you is going to be pulsing up and down. Look down towards the ground, have your back aligned into a straight line, and continue with control, squeezing your glutes, engaging your core. Excellent. Great. Let's take a 10-second rest, and we're gonna do the same large big step backwards with the leg we were just pulsing. So for me it's the left leg. You're going to step it back, far back, lift your hands up to the sky, and make sure that you are aligned in the knee to the ankle of the front leg. We're going to lower our hands to the ground, step back into a downward facing dog, stretch. Look at your navel and really try to have a straight back and try to reach the floor with your heels, pressing through the fingertips. Breathing deeply. Excellent. Just like that, lift your heels and walk forward, uncurl upwards, and you're done with this. Let's take a 10-second rest and let's prepare by going on your back. The legs are going to be in 90-degree position and hands behind your neck. We're going to stretch one leg and hands forward and then back behind your neck for the hands. And each leg that is going to be going forward is going to initiate at the 90-degree angle. So one leg and both hands forward and back 90 degrees the leg and the hands behind your neck, alternating just like that. Beautiful. Keep going. You're doing great. A few more seconds. We're going to have a nice relaxing 10 seconds rest. For our next exercise, we're going to do the bicycle, the oblique muscles. We're going to lift our legs in 90-degree position, go knee to elbow slowly each side, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then again slowly each side once, and then 3 faster ones, alternating with 2 slower ones. 1 and then 1, 2, 3. So the opposite knee to elbow, lift your chest, engage your core, really bring your ribs towards your hips and make sure that you're breathing evenly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Excellent, just like that. A few more seconds. Great. Now let's roll up onto your bum. We're gonna sit with a relaxed cross-legged position, and for our next exercise we're going to stretch sideways. Place one of your hands on the mat and the other above your head, just like we did before with open legs, and let's feel the side stretch. All right, a few more seconds just like that. Breathing into your side. Lower your shoulders. We're almost there. One more exercise after this. So let's go ahead and relax for 10 seconds. Lift yourself to the middle. Take a deep breath. And let's switch sides for the next 40 seconds. The other hand will go on the mat. If you can, reach even the elbow towards the ground. Lift the opposite hand and look to the sky or forward, feeling a deep side stretch. Engage your core, relax your knees, lower them towards the ground as far as you can. Breathe in deeply. You did such a wonderful job today. Well done. And a few more seconds just like that. And when you are ready, we're going to return to the center. All right. Let's raise your hands and lower them down into the praying position. Thank you so much for being here today. If you would like to see more classes like that, please leave me a comment. Share this video with your friend or loved one or family. Subscribe to my channel and have the most beautiful day.